what now? A nigga finna get loose. Huh? A nigga finna get loose.
Providing the world with dope ass entertainment, disregarding hoes and acquiring payments. My name is Soleil, and today we are doing the 1K subscriber special. This is going to be a quick video, a Q&A, and what I like to call the Game Awards. Y'all see what that is later on. But let's get into these questions. Starting first, I don't know who asked what, but I am going to put the pictures of who asked what on screen. Alright, so the first question is, what made you want to draw? Because I've been seeing them here and on Instagram, and I was kind of hoping you could draw me. Typically I do draw for commission, but what made me want to draw, I kind of stuck with it, like, because I always liked drawing, I always appreciated art, and this was right around the time, it was when I was 11, so it was right around the time that my dad had first introduced me to Dragon Ball Z, so I think that, of course, that like heavily influenced like my style and everything like that. But drawing is the first thing that I persevered with, that I kept going with. All right, what was your scariest experience? Damn. What was my scariest experience? There was a time we thought somebody was trying to like break into our car or whatever, but it was a lady, she was drugged up and she didn't know where she was. It was weird. There was this one time where I got choked out, and getting choked out is not fun at all. It's not fun at all. I don't even want to talk about that. But I'd have to say the most, like being serious, I'd have to say the scariest experience that I've ever had was when I had panic attacks for the first time, because it's like anything where I feel like I'm not in control is scary to me. When did you start YouTube? I started YouTube, so I started in January doing skits, most of which will never see the light of day, but or if we get to like, well, not if we get to, but when we get to like maybe 5,000 or 10,000, I'll do a video reacting to those old videos. Ooh, shaking my head. But I started gaming in end of November, early December. That's when I started gaming. What state do you live in? I live in Texas. Any horror games you want to play in the future? I want to play that game that Poise played, the freaking Perception, whatever it is. I keep forgetting what the freaking name of the game is. But it's the one where the girl is blind. It's like you're basically Daredevil, but in like a horror game. Oh my gosh. What inspired you to get on YouTube and create your channel? I would have to say like the people before me, but it just like the fun of it, and just how creative you can be and stuff like that. I love things where I can have full creative control. I used to do theater in high school, and so I love things, you know, of course, you know, some videos where I get to do the voices and stuff like that. I just like expressing myself and being creative. But the first person I ever watched on YouTube was D6, and oh my god, D6 is so fucking funny. Oh my god, walk with my tits, walk, girl. I love you some D6. And Dashy, just because he literally does everything. He has the skits, the vlogs, the gaming, like everything. And I want to create as much as I can. Do you watch anime? And if so, which titles? Do I watch anime? Do I watch anime? Do I what? What do you mean, do I watch anime? Shit. My favorite anime of all time, of course, is Dragon Ball Z. Fight me, whatever. I don't care. I love Dragon Ball Z. It's something about it. It just makes me, just the journey and just wanting to better yourself and stuff like that, and always working towards your goals, like the constant, you know, grind of it. I mean, they had peacetime, but you know, I just love it. But let me get into it real quick. Naruto, anything that's on like old school, Toonami as well. Sailor Moon, Yu Yu Hakusho, Rurouni Kenshin, Zatch Bell, Shaman King, all types of different stuff. As for anime, some anime movies that I like, Ghost in the Shell, Metropolis, Wolf Children, Perfect Blue, Akira, of course. Just to name a Fist of the North Star, just to name some of them. All right, what special talent do you have? But aside from drawing, from what you guys see, I also play the piano by ear. If you want to dye your hair a color, what would it be? And if you don't have any tattoos, what would you get a tattoo of? I have a tattoo. It's like a lipstick mark on my ankle. It looks kind of cute when I wear heels and stuff, but I mean, you know, I'm not gonna show you all that. Do you enjoy making vids? Why? I got into this earlier, but it's basically because I can just express myself, and I love that. And it's like everything I create is here, like on YouTube, so I can go back and like watch my own videos. I know it's probably kind of weird to watch your own videos, but I like it because it was like, it's a lot of fun to make, and a lot of the reasons why I make them is so that I can enjoy them. Welcome one, welcome all to the Game Awards. So here we're gonna crown some games in some different categories based on what we have already played on the channel. This is going to be excluding the 3 series that we're doing now: Outlast, Little Nightmares, and Kindergarten. So let's get into it and let's see what games have had a lasting effect. Funniest game. And the award for the funniest game goes to Fleeing the Complex.
Are going to regret.
If she left me, yes! The reason that I choose Fleeing the Complex is because the way that the game is constructed, there's so many jokes based on all the different choices that you make. It's such a funny game. It's such a funny experience for the person playing it, and for someone who plans my gameplays in advance, and typically I have to make things funny or structure jokes, which I don't mind doing. It's just refreshing to have a game that's just funny on its own, and I just have to, you know, kind of react to what I'm experiencing. So I definitely got to give it to Fleeing the Complex. Hardest game to beat. Alright, and the award for the hardest game to beat, ooh, on the channel, let's go. Five Nights at Candy's.
Hey, how's it going? How's it going? I know you got that crack. I know you got that good shit.
I'm on his ass. They're trying to trick me. I know what you're thinking. Really, Soleil? Five Nights at Candy's? The reason that I chose this one for this particular channel is because it's the first time we're dealing with something that's in like a FNAF format. Because I think I barely played FNAF 4 because they jump scared me to hell. Five Nights at Candy's was the first time for us going through like all the nights of something, all 5 nights of something to beat it. It was just crazy, and the fact that like you kind of had to have a little bit of strategy, a little bit. That's why I like Corey's commentary, because he'll like talk about what he's noticing strategically when he's playing a game, and I actually, you know, reached out to him saying that really helped a lot. So it was just great game, and it was definitely a great time, like trying to get through all of those different nights. Worst jump scare. And the award for the worst freaking jump scare. Oh, we got some contenders for this one. Rise with Strangers, everybody. Rise with Strangers. He looked at me like he wanted to Netflix and chill. So with Rise with Strangers, that freaking jump scare, to have to do all these things at the same time, look at the guy dead in his face. I've never had to look the antagonist straight in the face, freaking focus on the road and trying to get him to go faster, and then try and answer him at the same time. It's just the anticipation of it, and that fucking noise when he jump scares you. Oh my gosh, just terrible. Most rewarding game to play. And the award for the most rewarding game to play goes to Detention. I gotta give it to Detention.
Wait, dear, please tell me this is all but a nightmare. Forgotten? We're just too afraid.
Detention really broadened my, you know, worldview. It dealt with Taiwan and martial law, and just somebody who made like a fatal freaking mistake that affected like everybody around her, and the guilt of that. It just, oh my gosh. And just the way that the story kind of unfolded, it was wonderful. It really gave me just this feeling that kind of stayed with me. I'd have to say another game that definitely did that as well would be the Edith Finch game. It definitely gave me a deep resonating feeling, but I definitely got to give this one to Detention. I really loved that game. Most fun game to edit. And the award for the most fun game to edit is Yandere Simulator. But let me get the aux though.
I remember that was
Hit them donuts! I would definitely say that Mr. President gave this a little bit of a run for its money, because it was a fun. Yandere Simulator definitely takes the cake. It's the most, I think it's the game that I've watched back the most times. That was the game that after like my laptop broke, I was able to come back, and that was the first game that I was able to finally edit and do a gameplay with. So it was just, for multiple reasons, Yandere was definitely the most fun. Scariest game. And the award for the scariest game goes to FNAF 4. Oh, to be forced to only be able to progress by your listening ability. Oh my gosh. And the jump scares are freaking horrible. Not only is the character design disgusting, but the jump scares are horrible. FNAF 4 was a fantastic game. Fantastic game. I couldn't even get through it. I was so freaked out. Favorite game overall. And the award for my favorite game overall goes to, of course, Detention. Out of everything that I have played, the one that kept me on the edge of my seat, the one that I was excited to get back into it and get through the story and everything like that, and the most rewarding ending. It had puzzles, all types of stuff. You had to figure out what you had to do to progress based on the objects and things that you found. It just had everything. Detention really had everything. It was such a good game to play, and it was the first series that we ever did on the channel, and it really means a lot as the person that's doing the gaming on the channel, for me to be excited to hurry up and jump into it. Like, I kept wanting to get back into different episodes, and y'all really appreciated it too. So I would definitely have to say that that would be my favorite game on the channel overall. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the Game Awards. Alright, but you guys, that's it for that. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, subscribe, because we're going to have a lot more milestones in the future. I just want to thank you guys so much, because I could not do this without you. We are a team, and we're doing things. I'm so happy, and I'm so proud of us. Stay close to the channel, because there's more stuff coming. It's going down. I had a vote on Twitter about a new game that I'm going to be introducing to the channel starting Monday. It's just stuff is popping off. It's going to happen. So anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. It's time for that Soleil salute. See ya.